My Little Nuts reinvents fantasy football. Download the app now via the link in the description box below. Welcome to the Gameweek 30 team selection. West Ham host Burnley this week, which sees our two goalkeepers face each other. Adrian provides a handy backup in case Tom Heaton makes a surprise return to the starting lineup, but on current form, Nick Pope is expected to keep his place. West Ham have conceded 14 big chances during the last 4 game weeks, which is more than any other team in the Premier League. Burnley, on the other hand, have conceded just 5 big chances in that time. Only Man Utd, Spurs, Man City and Brighton have conceded fewer. With a home fixture in Gameweek 30, Craig Dawson comes back into the starting lineup at the expense of Ben Mee. Although they haven't conceded many goals, Burnley have now gone 8 games without a clean sheet, so a double up is fairly risky. West Brom tightened things up last game week, coming close to a clean sheet in their 1-0 defeat away to Watford, so hopefully they can build on that in front of their home fans. Nicolas Otamendi and Virgil van Dijk keep their places for their respective away fixtures against Stoke and Man United. Raheem Sterling has missed the last 2 league games with a hamstring problem, but he could be available to play a part in the Champions League midweek, after returning to training. His minutes in that game could help us determine how likely he is to start against Stoke on Monday night, but ideally we'll be keeping hold of the Man City midfielder. The plan is to save the free transfer and potentially make 3 changes next game week, using a 4-point hit, and that will mean fielding 11 players for Gameweek 31. The rest of the midfield will be unchanged from last game week, with Theo Walcott facing a home encounter with Brighton. The Seagulls are in good form, having beaten Arsenal in Gameweek 29, and they've matched Man City's 2 big chances conceded over the last 4 game weeks. No team have conceded fewer in that time. But Walcott was lively against Burnley last weekend, registering 3 big chances during the game, and so far for Everton, his 3 FPL involvements have all come on home turf. Stoke host the league leaders in Gameweek 30, but if anyone can cause Man City trouble in that game, it's the informed Xherdan Shaqiri, who scored 3 goals in his last 4 matches. He's taken 4 of Stoke's 10 shots on target over that period, and his tally of 10 attempted assists can be beaten by only 5 Premier League players, including Hazard, Eriksen and De Bruyne. Roberto Firmino and Harry Kane have each been directly involved in 4 goals over the last 4 game weeks, but there are increasing question marks over Bournemouth's Callum Wilson, who's failed to score in any of his last 4 matches. With Gameweek 31 only a week away now, it makes sense to hold on to him, due to Bournemouth being one of only 8 teams with a fixture that game week. But it is an option to bench Wilson for Gameweek 30 in favour of Ben Mee and move to a 4-4-2 formation. That will largely depend on whether or not the Bournemouth forward looks likely to keep his starting place for the home encounter with Spurs. So we'll be looking out for any comments during Eddie Howe's press conference that suggest Jermaine Defoe may be ready to start. With so little between Harry Kane and Mohamed Salah in terms of form and underlying numbers, it has to be the Spurs man who gets the armband for Gameweek 30, given his more attractive fixture. Despite Salah having scored more goals during the last 4 game weeks, Kane has taken more shots on target and has been involved in more big chances. But the main concern with the Egypt international this week is Liverpool's away fixture against Jose Mourinho's Manchester United. Spurs meanwhile face a Bournemouth side that have conceded twice as many goals during the last 4 game weeks, and they've conceded 12 big chances compared with Man United's 4. So Harry Kane takes the armband this week, as he looks to reclaim his lead over Salah in the race for the Golden Boot. My Little Nuts reinvents fantasy football. Take on your mates in a head-to-head mini-league, featuring a draft-style transfer window. Goals win games, whether it's a real-life goal or a virtual My Little Nuts goal, which are based on player ratings. It's free to sign up, and you can start a league at any point in the season. Download the app now via the link in the description box below.